He'll be all right. I wouldn't have been surprised if people didn't just start falling down when they came in the door. It wouldn't have shocked me at all. Like never before. I'm just so overwhelmed by the presence of God in this place. And he never ceased to amaze me with the displaying of his power and his glory. God ain't gonna let nobody get his glory. And he displays his power when he wants to. And it's in his hands to do so. Is this mic still on? That could be the problem. Who read this? Minister Jackson, you read this? I'm not even going to read it. I'm glad he read it for your hearing. Jesus was with this faithful few. And he was coming down from the Mount of Transfiguration. The account that the minister read don't say this part, but if you go in Mark, you will find that on his way down, it was some people arguing with the rest of his disciples that were still at the foot of the mountain. And this is where you get where Jesus say, "Oh, you faithless and perverse generation. How long am I going to have to deal with you?" Because they were arguing with his disciples over the fact that his disciples couldn't do what they was expecting them to be able to do. I know y'all can't get with that, but don't worry about it. Sometimes you don't do what you expected to be able to do either. And Jesus couldn't believe the scene that he arrived to. His very own devout couldn't cast out. And he said, it was because of your unbelief. In the words of the pastor, let's talk about power. Let's talk about power. The minister already told us that you need faith and doing in order for your power and authority to operate. If you wasn't here Wednesday, go. And groundwork on power. I'll give you a few examples so those of you that didn't see it won't be left out. You can have power without authority, and you can have authority without power. But in order for them to work, you need both. The Bible calls them the Zeus and Dunamis. And you need faith to operate once you have both, or your power or your authority ain't going to work anyway. Okay? Or you be powerless. That's how the minister put it. So I'll give a great example so even the children can understand. You can have authority. Say, for instance, the pastor got authority in this church. So everybody that decided to go to this church is subject to that authority. He can give one of these junior deacons the authority to tell them, keep the minister in this office and don't let him out. Looking at that side, nobody standing there has the power to keep me in that office if I want to get out. Even though they've been given the authority, they wouldn't have the power to execute that authority if I didn't obey the pastor said stay in there. I don't think nobody over there 200 something wet couldn't possibly do it. Not gonna happen. So having that authority means nothing without the power to execute the authority. Right? That's plain. We can get that. Now, you can have power without authority. I'm going to use the pastor again. He's a pretty strong guy. I used to go to the gym with him all the time. Just being there, bench pressing 500 pounds and all of that. Now, he's powerful. That almost killed the deacon back there. That's all right. We still shopping the deacon a new trainer because his last one committed suicide. He can be powerful. But all of that bench pressing don't mean nothing when the police pull up and tell him to get on the ground because they have authority. So having that power without authority don't mean anything. If one of them scrawny guys I was just talking about was a police officer with a badge, that as powerful as he is, it wouldn't mean nothing without the authority. Got that? Power without authority is useless. Authority without power is useless. And we need the faith to operate both. Because without faith, it's impossible to please him. In order to operate in the power, because God has endued us with power. And the Spirit fell in a magnanimous way on yesterday. And I will behoove you to not go back in life concerning anything that's not of God. Don't look back. Don't look back. God, in his infinite wisdom, is taking us somewhere. As a whole. Not just a few of us, not just the pulpit. He's taking the ministry as a whole. And it's imperative for us to do our part as an individual collective to make sure that we don't fail what God is commissioning us to do. We all have a part to play. But we're talking about power. And the pastor said, he said, God done gave you all the power, he gonna give you. That's right. God don't drop power down from heaven to you. And I thought about that. I said, man, I thought I'd get a little more. I thought about really praying and fasting and got deep in my word and what stayed in my prayer closet, I'd come out a little more powerful. And that it is true, you can. But it ain't coming from heaven. That's right. Amen. It's coming from outside of you. So I said, God, what they got to do with power? What they got to do with this? Said the reason you ain't had that power before is because you always been in your way. Amen. You always been in your own way. This is why the devil want to fight you. Because he can't take your power. He just trying to make you want to give it to him. If he could take your power, he wouldn't have tempted Jesus in the wilderness. He would have fought him. Can we agree with that? Can we agree with that? Jesus had not yet done anything. This is some Bible readers. Did Jesus do a miracle? He had just got baptized. He was a babe in God. He just got baptized. Do your words say that? After he was baptized, the Spirit drove him into the wilderness. So don't think because you just got baptized, you can't do nothing. Jesus had just got baptized. And here come the devil. That's when he comes. If you ever came out the world and got baptized, you know after you get baptized, that's when the devil show up. I gave somebody an example. I put it to him like this. It's just like with gangs. They know what color's what. When you came out that water, you put on the color. And they want the same team as the devil. You put a jersey on. And it's opposition. Jesus just got to get baptized. And the devil didn't come fight Jesus. He came to try to convince Jesus. Don't act like you don't know. The devil tried to convince you with stuff too. The devil don't make you do nothing. He just try to convince you. He drop a suggestion in your mind. I really feel like doing this. No, you don't. That's the devil. Suggestion. It would really feel good to do this. I would really like to say that. That's just the devil trying to convince you to relinquish your power. That's all he's doing. I thought about it. I thought about the different examples of people that had power. And I thought about Saul. Saul was powerful. He was the first king of Israel. The Bible said he even looked like a king. That's why they chose him. He was head and shoulders above everybody. He was powerful. But he didn't have the authority to do what the prophet told him not to do. And he lost his kingdom for making a sacrifice because the people were scattering from. Don't let people make you lose your promise. Don't let people make you lose your promise. If they walking away from you, let them go. Let them go. And this story is where we find out that obedience is better than sacrifice. Let them go. He didn't have the authority to do God's man's job, but he allowed the people to take it from him. And I thought about another king. I thought about old Nebuchadnezzar. How they went from country to country, place to place, and conquered everything. Even Daniel's dream, he said, you are that great nation. It'll never be another kingdom like yours. And he had all the power. He was the most powerful man in the world. But I remember 3 little Hebrew boys told him, oh, king, live forever. You powerful, but you don't have the authority to do nothing to me. And he did everything in his power to hurt him. But God said no. Then I thought about, I guess I was on the road with kings or something. I was on the road with kings or something because I thought about how they couldn't get to the king. They went to Pilate. They took Jesus to Pilate. Pilate said, don't you know that I have the power for you to live or die? And my master, Yeshua HaMashiach, looked the devil right in the eye and said, you have no power over me, but it's what's given unto you. Only the authority of what my Father say you can do to me is what you're going to be able to do. And I said, my God, power and authority is something bad if you ain't got them both together. I said, well, God, I need to know how to get them both together. I got you. I said, so what is that thing that I got to use to put them together? What do I have to defeat? And why do we need to fast? And what is this kind? Why do we need a new, fresh falling of glory? What is it? He said, it's you. It's you. In the words of Pastor, I don't usually give messages a title. But if I was to give this one would be called Me, Myself, and I. And I ain't talking about the Beyonce song. I heard you. That ain't the one I'm talking about. Because what I need for my power, what's preventing my power is me. said, God is not going to give you no more power because you already got it. What's stopping me from using it is me. I'm going to talk to Miss Janice. Can I talk to you, Miss Janice? Because I saw Miss Janice yesterday, and she was in the prayer visual. And I know from watching her that she got it. Okay? That's the spiritual I think. I know from looking at her that she got it. So I won't talk to her because I want to get it to her. She always so. In this conundrum we find ourselves in, with me, myself, and I, it's like a personality disorder, right? I got me that I'm dealing with. Y'all know me. Everybody know me. Y'all done heard me before. You hear me talk all the time. You done hung out with me probably before. You know me from my family. You know me through my friends. You know me and my kids. You know I got a lot of kids. Some people know me through my wife. You know me. You see me. You hear me. And that's fine. Because I know me too. But that's only one version of me. Say amen, lights. Everything that I think about you ain't the me that you are when I'm not with you. I didn't think I was by myself in this. So the you of the me that I know ain't quite the you that you are all the time. But that's me. Because the me is the representation of me that everyone sees and hears and talk to. That's me. And that's what I got. I got to deal with that. Because the version of me that I put out is how I'm going to be known. That's my reputation. My reputation precedes me. Wherever I go, that's me. And like y'all got y'all representatives too. Yeah. When you first meet somebody, you ain't meeting them. You meet they me version of them. You meet their representative. He's the consummate gentleman. He opened doors. He talks sweetly. He smelled good. He called you queen. You call his phone, he said, I was just thinking about you. I was just about to call you. My finger was literally on the button. Oh, I used to date too. I used to be I ain't gonna say a liar, but you know, my game was really good. The representative. And that's what you give to you. You give people that, you give them your me. You go on a job interview, you professional. Oh, no, sir. Oh, no, sir. If I was to witness a coworker stealing, my God, what would I do? I would report them immediately. And I would do everything in my power to recover the business's assets that were lost. Six months later, you like, don't get it, girl, because they ain't paying us enough anyway. Oh, where did that person go? Where did that person go? That was your representative. That was your me. It was on me. That's okay. That's okay. We all got a me in us somewhere. But then you got yourself. And myself ain't quite like me. See, I gotta be me because everybody gonna let me be myself. I can't be myself everywhere I go. You're not gonna accept me if I'm myself. You might not like me the same if I was myself. If I really said what I wanted to say myself, you probably wouldn't want my advice no more. It'll be my last day at that company. If I came in as myself, I know some of y'all act like some of y'all self at work anyway. you know, some of y'all don't, I ain't come here to work today. You know, some of y'all got some myself out there. You know, some of y'all don't care what time y'all show up. Y'all just, that's the myself. Because myself won't let me be me. And me won't let me be myself. So we just fight every day, all day. Me and myself is just fight. Because you know, myself is who I am when I'm by myself. You want to know who you are? Be alone. You want to find out who you are? Get by yourself. That's who you are. What you do when you by yourself, that's who you really are. How do you talk when you by yourself? How do you think when you by yourself? What you do when you by yourself? You want to find out about you? Get by yourself. It's a war. Me trying to stop me from being myself. And myself tired of me being me. Y'all ain't got to tell the truth today. I can preach this all to myself. Me tired of being myself. And myself tired of me being me. Because it's hard to be me. On this other side, it's hard to be me. It's hard to know you were just talking about me yesterday and say, good morning. How you doing today? How you doing, baby? God bless you. I know you can't stand me and I say, I love you, be safe, get home, all right? I love you too. That ain't easy. But that's me. Because that's the me God called me to be. Y'all think we ain't people? Y'all think we don't have feelings and opinions? Because we got a lot of them. But because of me, I got to keep them to myself. Because of me. See, your me might not matter as much as my me. So you can let yourself out the bag whenever you want to. But see, I got to hold myself in. I got to drown myself. Because if I let myself out too much, I could never be me again. Up here, we only get one mistake to make. If I let myself go too far, you will never respect the me that you remember the same again. Never. But that don't mean I don't want to be myself. And myself get tired of me. And I get tired of myself. But that's what the devil is using to take away my power. Because the war between me and myself, leave I out. And when I's on the outside, my power is powerless. My authority is limited. Because I'm spending so much time with me and myself. I'm doing so much for me. And I'm trying so hard for myself that I don't got time for I. Let me put it a different way. I'm doing so much for me. And I'm trying to get so far myself that I don't got time for who I am. And who I am ain't me or myself. The devil try to take away whose I am and who I am and how I am made me to be the I that I am. And I let him do it. He don't fight and take my power from me. He just get to talking to me about myself, and you know eventually I'll leave I am alone. Amen. Glory to God. We talking about power. You can't have power because it ain't no power in yourself. Ain't no power in myself. It ain't no power in me. Not in me. It's in I. Because the power is in who I am. And you forget whose I am. Who do your I belong to? Do it belong to I am? Or does it belong to who is talking to me and myself? My God, I am that I am. Because whoever controls the I, controls me and myself. Glory to God. Glory. Y'all said y'all want to go to another dimension. Y'all said y'all wanted power. Y'all said y'all wanted something to fall. You got to get rid of you. They couldn't drive the demon out. They was worried about me and myself. I want to be the one to drive it out. So they could say that Thaddeus did it. I want to be the one to drive it out so they can say Bartholomew did it. But authority comes in the name. In a name. You can't have authority without a name. I'll prove it. Devil a lie. He a lie. He a lie. All the way back in the olden days for authority, they'll say things like, in the name of the king. Stop in the name of the king. Y'all can't get one all the time, okay? When the police come. They got authority in the name of the municipality of the police department and the Department of Defense. When the FBI come, their authority is in the name of the U.S. government. When the IRS reach out to you, they got so much authority, they take your stuff for you before they even reach out to you. You don't even know why your stuff gone. They take it before they even tell you what authority they come in. That's authority. That's authority. Authority comes in the name. Ain't no authority in the name of me or myself. Ain't no authority in the name of Kenneth. But in the name of Yeshua of Nazareth, it's power. You got to use the name for power. In that name, the Father, it's authority in Elohim. It's authority in Yahweh. It's authority in the name. But you need access. Access. You got to have access to that authority. See, that's why God had to clean you out. So he could fill you up with some access. It was too much of me and myself that God couldn't give you access to the power in I. It's power in I am, but it's too much me in me.
My God. My God.
Without access, it doesn't matter. Without access, there's no link. Without access, there's no transference. Without access, there's no connection. God had to cleanse. What did he tell Peter? I give you the keys to the kingdom. That's access. Keys mean access. Without access, hey, you can get on my property all you want. Without a key, you ain't getting in my house. That you don't have the access. Guess what? You can break in it without a key. But you don't know how to stop my dog. That's access. And you can break in it and get back my dog. You better hope I ain't home because you ain't got access. Because I got access. You need to keep your eye in the forefront. Keep I am in the forefront over your me and yourself. Put God before yourself. Put his agenda before yours. Put his time before yours. Put his activities before your activities.
Oh, glory.
Because having power without access is useless. I could give you a great example.
Give us another example.
Because I'm in cybersecurity, so we talk a lot about access. Okay? That's like with your debit card. You need authentication to use it. You need a PIN code.
Yeah.
You can go to the bank, but if their ID name don't match the card, you ain't getting nothing. Say, I'm gonna go around there, Tim. I'm gonna go to the teller. Well, you ain't got access. It's just like this. If a company send you a credit card with $1 million limit,
Oh, God said it.
okay? $1 million limit. It's a black card. Ain't no limit. And my mother like to say, no limit.
Wait on
No limit.
it. No limit.
You can do whatever you want to do. But if you can't activate the card, look at your neighbor, tell him I'm activated. God just came to activate you yesterday. That means you got access to everything in the kingdom. It ain't no limit. There is no limit. There is no limit. He came and activated you. You've been activated. Only your eye can be activated. Now. You've been activated. You've been activated. But it ain't got nothing to do with God if you lose your card. Once you activate that card, anybody can use it. The devil out there cracking cards. The devil cracking cards. Now, are you giving yours to him or not? Oh, I'm going to make it plain because we live in Chicago. And our city full of scammers right now. Let me tell you how the devil do it. Come on, just give me your card. You give me 500, I'm going to give you 5,000. And you go, who is dumb enough to believe thousands of people? Thousands of people. Okay. Let's get out the city. Let's get in our own life. Just do it one more time and then God understand. God knew you had this plan before that happened. See, the scam don't always sound obvious. He gonna use the me in you to get rid of the I in you. The devil don't bring nothing you don't like. Ever. He know what he can and can't get you with. You crazy? You think the devil could get me to get high? He's not gonna waste his time trying.
No, that ain't gonna work.
You know I hate the very smell of it now. You know your area though. I'm gonna close with this. The best. Don't let him get you a gluttony, Pastor. No. Seriously. Our hearts burned on yesterday. It's a good point. He wasn't trying to get ready to go to Fogo de Chão. But in order to activate and access your power, God came and activated you. But in order to even use what's been activated, you need access. Don't lose your access. That's all I'm trying to say. Don't look back. Don't look back. Yesterday was the first day of the rest of my life. Don't look back. Don't look back. Don't look back to sickness. Don't look back to habits. Don't look back to the sin that so easily beset us. Don't look back. Don't look back to how you used to spend your time. Don't look back to who you used to spend it with. Don't look back at where you decide to go and take yourself. Don't look back and putting yourselves in position that's going to cause you to fall. Don't look back. I know it's easier said than done, but God's strength is made perfect in my weakness. And he will provide a way of escape if I really want one. If you want a way of escape, he will give you one. I am a witness. But you gotta want it. If you got healed on yesterday, don't let nothing you feel make you look back. I don't care what the doctors say. My back ain't never felt so good. Lord have mercy. Don't look back. He is faithful and just. He will do it for you if you want it done for yourself. What that word tell us? Unto him who was able to keep us from falling and present us faultless. If you want to be free, if you want a way of escape, he will grant it. I'm a witness. I used to get ready to sin and sin away. And God would just make church songs play in my head. Be like, well, I ain't know that right now, God. I ain't know that right now. I can be honest. No, not just sin, iniquity. I knew better. I was willfully getting ready to see it. And God to come on in. Jesus, oh, no, not this line, God. Not this line, God. Not this line. The devil won this round. Come here, little vixen. All I'm saying to you is, my God is able, and he's worthy to be praised. Stay in the I. In the I am. We'd like to thank all of those on social media who joined us for this worship experience. We pray that something was said or done that'll cause you to not only join us again, but to find God in your life so that you can know who the I am is in you. The doors of the church are open. May we all please stand.
Still on Facebook. Once again, we thank all of those on Facebook that has whatever social media outlet that you have been watching and viewing on. We thank you. We are located here at 1501 West. For early morning worship. We are here Wednesdays from 7 o'clock to 7:30 for prayer service, and from 7:30 to the Spirit says we're done for Bible class. If you have heard what the minister has spoken and the Lord has touched your heart, and you do not believe, or you had not believed in Jesus as your Lord and personal Savior, the Bible says that all you have to do is confess with your heart. Confess with your mouth and believe in your heart that God has raised him from the dead, and you will be saved. So if you heard the preaching and something has touched your heart, all you have to do is say, Lord, I've been living wrong. Come into my life. I believe that you are who you say you are. I believe that you sent your only begotten Son to die just for me. And on the third day, he rose from the dead with all power in his hands, giving us a right to the tree of life again. And if you believe that in your heart, you said it out of your mouth, then salvation is yours. All you have to do now is find a church home, preferably a Bible-believing and Bible-teaching church home. And as I said, our address, we are at 1501 West Marquette Road, a church with a faith you can live by. May God bless you and heaven continue to smile.